I document everything in my life. And honestly, as a single dad, it's been one of the smartest decisions I've ever made. And look, single dads have it tough. We're paying for everything. And depending on your situation, you got to worry about the court, you got to worry about the system, you got to worry about a crazy ex, you got to take care of your kids and show that you can lead by example. There are so many things that we have to do. And this is why I encourage you to document your life to show that you have a history of overcoming hard things so that when things get hard, and we know it will get hard again, that you have something to reference because you overcome it before in the past. So my name is Tony Chan. I am a single dad of 2 young kids, and I'm documenting my journey of building wealth, health, and relationship in real time while you are watching. So the reason why I talk a lot about documenting your life, and I'm not talking about creating content. I'm talking about like just having a history of things you have done, right? And this could be even before you became a single dad. And it's because we sometimes forget all the great things we have done in the past, whether that's getting a promotion, whether that's getting in shape, whether that's teaching our kids something valuable or important, like those things that are very important to our life or milestones that we hit, we sometimes forget about it. And we don't want to lose those moments. Like we want to use those as reminders of great things that we have accomplished in the past. So for example, right, separation obviously is a big thing for everybody if you're a single dad. And that's something that we want to make a note of or we want to document, right? So that we're going forward, when we find a new partner, we're not making the same mistakes. Or going forward, we know how to protect our money. We know how to protect our finance. We know how to choose the right partner. We know how to do X, Y, and Z, right? Excuse me. If you document it, those things, you have a better idea of how to tackle it going forward. And other things could be that you got a promotion or you completed a major job or you were able to teach your kid important skills and important values. Document those things. Those things are absolutely important to remember. And you're gonna, when things get hard, like it's easy to reference back to those. It's easy to go back to them. It's like, oh yeah, I did this before. I overcome something similar to this before. Oh yeah, this thing's not a big deal because I overcome something even harder in the past. But the problem is we forget about those things, which is why it's so important to document your life, your journey, right? And it could be something as creating content like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to document as much as possible and put it out there so that I can help inspire others or encourage others in my position to that, we are much more capable than we realize, right? Even when things are absolutely tough, and even when everything's against us, like we all know how the system and the courts, and the judge, everything's against single dads, right? And that's unfortunately the way it is, but you can overcome it, right? I know people that have overcome it, including myself. So this is why I highly encourage you to document your life because you want to use that as a reference point when stuff gets hard. And number 2 is that it's for the kids as well. Like you want to leave behind a good legacy. I want to leave behind a good legacy and show my kids when they start asking questions about what happened in the past or they want to know more about my past history of things that I've done in the past. I'm like, hey, look, kids, look at all these things I've done. Look at all the challenges that I have overcome. Look at how I did X, Y, and Z to overcome this. And when you show the kids the stories, the videos, the journaling, like also you don't want to show them anything crazy, but like you have proof of things that you could show the kids of great stuff that you have done in the past. And kids going to be more, they're going to look up to you even more. They're going to use you as an example. And I love that. Like I truly believe that for myself, I'm creating a great legacy behind for my kids to know that their dad was amazing. Their dad did amazing things despite all the challenges in the past. Like my kids already know that I've grown up in government housing. I've grown up in very bad and terrible neighborhoods. I've grown up in terrible education. And yet I'm making a lot of money. And yet I'm like above average in terms of the income that I'm making. And yet, like even despite separation, I have increased my net worth. I tell my kids all of that stuff, right? And I have proof or history. I wrote everything down on my computer that I have accomplished those things. And so when my kids ask me anything, I just reference it back on my computer and I just tell them exactly what happened, word for word, very specific about what I did in the past, such as promotion, such as job raises, such as what I did after I got laid off, such as COVID and stuff like that, right? I have stories that I could tell my kids or anybody else and that wants to learn. And I'm going to be sharing some more stories as I document my life and things that I've done in the past. But it's just like, I want to leave my kids a legacy that they are proud of their dad. Like I truly think that's a good legacy to leave behind and that they could in their, their grandkids and future generations, they're gonna see that I did amazing things, and they can easily reference back to it because I wrote everything down and I documented everything. So real quick, if you are getting value from this, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. So back to it. Another thing is it's very easy to document your life, right? All you need is your phone, which I'm most likely everybody has nowadays, and just have a Google Doc or have a Google Sheet. And so when you reach a milestone or something great happens or something that you want to remember, all you gotta do is write the date and then write down all the context and details of what happened. Oh, I got a promotion on this particular day. Here's exactly what happened. Here's how I did it despite all the challenges. The separation happened because of X, Y, and Z. Here's how I handle it after the separation, how I handled the court system, how I handled co-parenting, how I handled the kids, right? All that is also for yourself. So, you're not sharing it just for other people. You're sharing it for yourself. It's a reminder of yourself. And when you document everything, it's very easy to reference because it's digital. So you can like search for something, or you can look for a particular date, because you always want to write down the date. Always write down the date. It's so important because it's easier to know when that took place or when that happened. So you want to at least have a date column, and then you want to have what happened on that date, like the milestone you reach. And it's just so simple. And all you gotta do, that's all you gotta do. When you reach a milestone, write it down. When you reach a milestone, write it down. It's so simple to do that I wish more people would do it, because I just think that, once again, people forget that they are much more capable than they realize, and they have already accomplished a lot of things in the past. It's just we need that constant reminder. And so documenting it, which is very easy to do on your phone, on a Google Doc or a Google Sheet. I prefer Google Sheet because you could easily create the columns and just note it down, right? Because once again, things always pop up, like major challenges always pop up. So we want to reference the past to see how we can handle that and things that we have overcome. Let me see. And I think also, if you want to, you could document your journey to other people. I think there's millions of other single dads out there, which is why I really want to do more content like this. And people just need encouragement. People just need inspiration. People just need like someone to follow or someone to look for of what have past mistakes, so that they could avoid that as well, or things that are currently working that they could take on from other similar people. And so this is why I'm documenting everything I'm doing, is because I just realized that there's millions of single dads out there, and that continues to increase, unfortunately. Like single mothers, single parents, single dads, everything's just unfortunately trending upward. And I want to help others in my position, just overcome that, right? Because there's so much in our control. There's so much things that we could do for ourselves within our control, with choices we make, decisions we make, that could increase our life or make our life much better for the sake of us and for the sake of our kids and the people in our environment. So yeah, highly encourage you document your journey. I'm doing that now. And once again, you don't have to create content to put it out there in public. You could create it for yourself. It's sort of like journaling. It's sort of like morning pages. Very easy, and just quickly go to it on your phone when milestones are being hit, and boom, you got something that you can reference for yourself to keep you motivated, to keep you inspired, to remind yourself that you are capable of great things. So my name is Tony Chan. I know it's a pep talk, but I just truly think that encouragement comes a long way. It helps a ton. So I hope this was able to inspire you to start documenting your life and just using that every time when a challenge come up. You'll be like, yeah, I got this. I overcome this before. And you will tackle that challenge with confidence. You will tackle that challenge with skills and past experience that help you before. So once again, my name is Tony Chan. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.